Hi, Hayley here at hhwellness.com.au, and in today's blog I will share with you 6 ways to bring constant joy into your life. Hi, I'm Hayley and I help beautiful mamas who are tired from the chaos of juggling kids and work and home life. I help them to find balance, clarity, energy and connection and get them back to really remembering who they are. Now today we're talking about 6 ways that we can constantly bring more joy into our lives. So many times I hear people saying, I'm bogged down in life and that's just life, or hear people saying, I'm going to try to be happier this year. So the first thing I want to just say is that as a parent, and especially as a mama, it is so vital that we are happy. It's not just about when we have kids, it's not just about parenting and being the parent and sort of, we were grown up, I remember being brought up as, parents as being like a dominating, authoritative figure. And we do need that discipline and we do need those boundaries in that respect. But as parents, we're also mentors and we learn so much more from watching our parents than we do hearing them. Obviously, for the parents, you will know that you don't get heard. And it's because with kids, from the time that they're sort of born till around about 10, most of their stuff goes off what they see and what they feel. So my point is, as a parent, it's really important to mentor what we want them to be. So, we want to be showing them happiness. We want to be showing what loving relationships are like, showing them how to handle obstacles that come our way, because they watch us doing that and they learn from that. No matter how many times we tell them something, if we're not showing them that through our actions, it's sort of not going to register if we're being contradictive in what we're saying. So living a happy life and being positive and optimistic and mentoring that and showing our kids how we do that, is a really important thing. So for you to bring happiness into your life, this is where we start. So like I said, a lot of the time I hear people say, I'm going to try and be happy this year. And I think if you feel like you're needing to try to be happy, there could be something deep in there that you're not actually happy about, that you're not acknowledging. So my first tip is to clear your stuff. If you know you've got stuff in there that you're not happy with, whether it be jobs, relationships, things that you're hanging on from your past, clear them, get them gone. There's no time like the present. Acknowledge what they are and fix it. Some things are easier fixes than others, but if there's something deep down, it'll take a little bit more time. But if it's something just, you're not happy with your job, then, you've got a choice. You stay with your job being unhappy or you get out of it. You've got to bring that power back to you. Don't let the situation and your life situation be the boss of you. You need to take back the power. And if you're not happy in your job, either leave it, or if you really feel like you can't leave it, either because of money or ease or the hours, because you can pick up, do drop off and pick up, the hours are really, school-wise. If it's easier like that, then you need to come to peace with that. And you need to really embrace those positive things about the job and really keep driving those. That's why you're there, and try and let all the other things go. So that you're at peace with that. So let go of your stuff, number 1. Number 2, find fun in the boring stuff. Now, not going to say nobody, not many women I know or parents I know love cleaning and cooking and washing and folding and all those kind of boring things. So you want to find joy in doing those. And the best thing to do is to put on some music, especially music from way back when. So, music that you were brought up with, music that you loved to dance along to in your 20s when you were footloose and fancy free, because that will connect back to those feelings and bring that joy out in you, remembering those beautiful times and smiling and having a laugh about that kind of thing. So put the music on. I also like to watch videos like Gabby Bernstein or like other inspirational videos and videos learning more in my field. So I like to put I put my headphones in and put my phone on the windowsill while I'm washing up, and I watch people talking about stuff. So finding something fun to do like that while you're doing the washing up is a really great idea. Also, popping a movie on, like a funny movie on while you're sitting there. I've got literally today, after I've finished doing this, got 4 baskets of washing that I have to fold because I'm so behind in that. So I'm going to put on Friends with Benefits. I've decided I've booked out my time. Going to pop Friends with Benefits on while I sit there folding those 4 baskets of washing and putting them away. So doing things like that, it's going to sort of, just take that like boring, like, I'm standing doing the washing. And also, which comes to my next point, so that's finding fun in the boring stuff by doing stuff like that, but also being in the present. When on the days when I decide to, like, I do my washing up and I actually look out the window and watch what's going on outside and I'm looking because I can see outside now with my sliding doors, with stuff that's going on in the back, birds flying around, butterflies, looking at the trees. When you're in that present, you actually can sometimes notice some really beautiful things going on. And when you're living in the present too, you tend to be more grateful of what's happening around you. Like, for instance, right now, if I was standing doing my washing up and just looking outside, it's a beautiful blue sky. It's such a gorgeous day. I can see the hills here in Meadows. And just looking out there, you become, and being present in that, you really do become grateful of what's going on and what you have. Also, with living in the present, it means your brain's not going to thinking about what's coming up, and that creates a lot of anxiety. I mean, anxiety comes from a fear of the future and, everything that's going on ahead of you. So a really great thing to do, and something that I find really great, is to make sure that you're just really organised. Make sure you've got everything written down. So if you know that you've got a busy weekend coming up and you're not going to get a lot done over the weekend because there's a lot of kids' parties or you've got, other sports and things going on, then you know that washing and stuff probably isn't going to get done. So if you can schedule in time to do that at night time over the couple of days leading up to the weekend, you're not going to be worried about people having no clothes for school, no clothes for work, all that kind of thing. So really nutting out and scheduling what you have got to do, sort of then you write your list and then you're just doing that one thing in the list. So right now I'm just doing my video for this, not worrying about the other things because I know that I've got it planned out. I know that I'm going to be doing my washing. I know that everything's sorted and that I've got that all planned out, and it takes that anxiety off it and allows you to be involved in what you're doing. So, it's easy to be in each moment. So even when you take your kids to the park, if you're in that moment with your kids in the park rather than going, okay, 5 more minutes because I've got to do this, 5 more minutes because I've got to do that. Oh my gosh, I haven't done this, I haven't done that. So if you're more organised, that takes the pressure off. That's what I find anyway. So number 3, making sure you're just really living in the present, and you can do that a little bit more by being a little bit more organised. Number 4, spicing up your social life. So being around people and connecting is so important. We are humans. We are tribe. We need that tribe, that connection to other people. So making sure that you actually schedule in some social time and making sure you're getting that connection is really, really important. Connecting with people who make you laugh, who are passionate about the same things as you. So even joining a class in something that you're passionate about, because then you've got all these people talking about the same thing and all that energy is bubbling over, that creative energy and that passionate energy. And energy like that will keep you going for days. If you've been to a class, or if you love exercising and you've been and you've exercised and you've talked to all the other people there about exercise, you're pumped up for ages. That energy really gets you moving and it takes you through. So scheduling in, going to a funny movie or, a movie that you've really wanted to watch, scheduling dinner out, if you want to get back to and have a bit of a party, get together with some of your girlfriends and go out to the pub and, have a few and dance and, dance the night away. Just schedule that in every now and then, because the more that we connect and have fun and laugh with others, the more joy that brings us. And again, that kind of energy will stay with you for days afterwards. You don't have to be doing it constantly to be getting that joy out of it. That energy lasts with you forever. And the more joy that you create in your life, and the more joy and laughter that you're feeling, the more confidence you have, the more motivation that you have. So it just affects everything that you're doing. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're getting all that into our lives as often as we can. So that's number 4, spicing up your social life. Number 5, expressing your passion and creativity. So, you know, if you love to sing, if you love to dance, if you're great at painting, even if you're passionate about your sport, if you love meditation and you want to get into psychic development, or you love talking about tarot, find groups and find ways to talk about your passion and express your creativity all the time. Your passion and creativity comes from your sacral chakra. And your sacral chakra is where your joy and your life flow are as well. So if you're not expressing your passion, if you're not talking about your passion, if you're not living passion, if you're not expressing your creativity, that chakra gets all blocked and the joy slows down and the life flow slows down and everything becomes very like that, because that chakra is all blocked and it's just not moving properly. So, and again, that passion and that creativity gets you motivated. It gets, you know, and it moves up into your heart and it gets your heart singing, and you know, so much comes from, and you also feel like you have your power in that too. And so the more all these beautiful, joyous, happy, loving energies around, the more they stay around, you know, like creates like and like attracts like. So that energy is always going to stay with you. So finding a class with people who share your passions and your creativity, and just doing those activities that do that, you know, scheduling. If you're a painter and a drawer and you love that, then scheduling time, and it doesn't have to be every day or even every week, just so like, you know, every 10 days or so, if you're drawing or painting, or you know, if you're into your netball or your football, you know, get in there and do that. So that's number 5, expressing passion and creativity. And number 6, connect to your inner child. Inner child is so important. So and especially as a parent, your kids want you to be a kid. They want you to be enjoying and laughing and fun and mucking around and playing around. And we get and through our childhood, like I was saying earlier on, like we learn as children by watching and seeing. And a lot of us have learned that growing up and being an adult, you know, responsibility weighs heavily on your shoulders, and we all get a bit too serious, and we all get sort of, you know, bogged down in responsibility. And, you know, our kids want us to be happy and want us to smile. And inside, we want to be happy and we want to smile and we want to muck around, but we've taken these beliefs and made it like, you know, not everybody, I'm not saying this is you, but in general, from what I've experienced, we all have to be very serious about finances and money and this and that and work and blah, 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 blah. But you know what? They're just things, and we need to find that inner child. And what did your inner child love? Did your inner child love to dance? Did your inner child love to sing or do cartwheels in the back garden, jump on the trampoline? You know, find those things and do them. And luckily, if you do have kids, then, you know, you can use your kids as an excuse to go and watch, you know, The Incredibles, the next Incredibles movie, or jump on the trampoline or kick the footy in the back garden. You know, you've got that opportunity to do those things that your inner child wants you to do. Now, the other thing is that we need to love and attend to our inner child if she's a little bit or he is a little bit not feeling that great. A lot of our core beliefs come from things that we've experienced when we were a child. Like I said, it's the energy of what we saw and the energy of what happened. So sometimes if you find in a situation something happens and you find yourself getting really grumpy about it, a lot of the time it's because your inner child is what my beautiful mentor talks about, your inner child chucking a tantrum. And so you have to find that place, that time when something happened to that child, and go back into there and say to that inner child, get down to their level. You know, if they say 8, get down and say, look, I'm so sorry. I know that you feel this way, and you know what that person said or did or the way that made you feel is not right. You have every right to be sad or angry or whatever it is, and really nurture that inner child and tell them that it's okay and give them a big hug. And you can do that through just sitting and closing your eyes and meditating on that and just letting that unfold in your imagination. And then heal that little part of you that's gone a bit sad, and have a meditate where you're actually playing with that inner child. Like, say, what do you want to do? Ask that inner child, what do you want to do? I've done this exercise before, and growing up as a dancer, my inner child just wanted to do a tap dance. So we did a tap dance together, and we, tap danced around a park, and it was great. It was so much fun, and we had such a great time in there, which makes me sound a little bit creepy. But that's what you got to do, and she was healed, and she felt better, and she felt like I understood her and I still knew her. And that's where we want to get back to who we really are, and we lose so much of that as we grow up. So that's why connecting to that inner child and to the past is really, really important. So let's recap. 1, sort out your stuff. If there's stuff that you're not happy with, then you know what? You take your power back and you go ahead and you fix it. You can do that. You have the power to do that, and you're more than capable of doing that. So you've got stuff that needs fixing, fix it. Find fun in the boring stuff. So when you're doing all your boring chores, put that music on, watch a movie, do what it is that you need to do. Wiggle while you're hanging out your washing to a bit of music. Beautiful. Number 3, live in the present. Best way to do that is to be organised, get on top of everything. Make sure you know that things are scheduled, that you're going to do them, so you're not going to be worrying about them while you're doing something else, because that's there ready to be done. 4, spice up your social life. Get connected with those people that make you laugh. Go out. If you love dinner, you love going out for dinner, do that. If you love being in a sports team, do that, and just really connect and be social. Number 5, express your passion and your creativity. Get out there and do those things that you love. And number 6, connect to that inner child, heal her, and also play with her and play with what she likes. So I have, if you're watching this in the blog, down the bottom there's a bit of a link to a download called 21 Days of Happiness, and it's such an amazing exercise to do. So I really strongly suggest you go down and grab that. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will pop the link to the blog there so that you can go down and grab that too. So I hope that has helped you. I hope there's a few things there that you can try to implement into your life so that you are living a more joyous and happy life. Because it's time to make that a priority. And like I said, if you're the number 1 top parenting tip that I can give anyone is for you to be happy, and you to be joyous, and you to be living the life that you want to, because that's what your kids are going to pick up on. So, and not only kids, if you don't have kids, just the people around you. You want to be that guiding light for other people. The more that we can all be joyous and help lift each other up, the more the state of our world is going to change, because the more happy everybody is and the more joyous we all are, the more that energy is going to expand out around us, and all these hideous things will eventually stop happening, and we will have peace and love and harmony. So get down and grab that 21 Days to Happiness. Start taking a hold of your happiness right now and do that. And I will see you all again soon. All right. Bye.